As unemployed 24-year-olds living back at home during a pandemic with a degree in a topic they have no interest in and a partner living on the other side of the world go, I'm pretty chilled. I have almost perfected the art of staying informed but not rattled, of working through the bad feelings but not letting them consume me. Now, I do have to put part of this down to some larger events that happened in my life in 2020, which pretty much forced me to choose between calming down or breaking down. However, overall, I've erred on the side of unfazed most of my adult life. But I wasn't always like this. So today I'm going to impart some of my tried and tested techniques to help you worry less and chill more. Hi, I'm Tash and welcome back or welcome to The Loving Lifestyle, a channel dedicated to helping you live your best life. Today I am coming to you from my brand new The Loving Lifestyle studio. As you can see, I got a little funky backdrop going on here and some nice natural light this time rather than my big old glary lamp. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and the little bell below so you never miss my content. I post twice a week on actionable self-development, mindset and productivity. Consume carefully. Let your social sites be a tool for you and not the other way around. Use them to condition love and acceptance and awareness into you, but not fear and judgment and greed. If you've made it through 2020 without cleansing your social media feeds, then I urge you to take a moment right now to log on and unfollow absolutely every single person who sparks any kind of negative emotion in you. Whether that's an ex or an influencer or a celebrity or a co-worker, unfollow, mute, block. Do what you need to do to remove them from your field of vision. I would even go so far as to unfollow any fitness influencers who make you feel bad about yourself, even if you enjoy their workout videos. And unfollowing any makeup brands who do great tutorials but urge you to spend your hard-earned cash. You don't need to follow them. You are not missing out and you don't owe them anything. Unfollow, mute, block. Instead, fill your social feeds with positive energy and educational content. Yep, Instagram isn't just pretty pictures anymore. There are thousands and thousands of incredible people who educate their audiences through Instagram on topics from plant-based nutrition to stoicism, feminine hygiene to astrophysics, business strategy to allyship. Give your social media a complete makeover and use it as a tool to serve you and your development. Social media can be a fantastic positive conditioning tool if you fill it with high-vibe people, self-acceptance messages, and social activism influencers. You also want to watch your choice of entertainment. TV shows are designed to trigger emotions in you. It's how they keep you watching. They want a binge-worthy series full of cliffhangers and emotional roller coasters. It's exactly what entertainment was designed for. However, notice how your mood shifts after watching a particular show. And get ready for this one. Turn off the news. The news is an addiction. It creates these emotions in you and you become addicted to the plot and needing to know every new piece. I'm not saying stay uninformed, but there are many other ways to keep up to date with the necessary and supplementary information without getting lost in a sea of negativity. What you see on the news isn't the full picture, and it's often full of subtle and sometimes not so subtle biases to condition you to believe in a certain thing. If you want to become a less phased person, then don't fall victim to the scaremongering and negativity of news outlets. Instead, find yourself a succinct, non-biased news source where you are in control of what notifications you receive and when. I'm partial to Simple Politics on Instagram if you're in the UK, and I think the US, but I'm not sure if that was just for the elections, but they give you updates on all the necessary information from the news, not just about the UK, but also about global events as well. I've actually been following them since pretty much inception, but of course they've been incredibly valuable over the last year, not just with the pandemic, but also with all the other global events that have happened. I have them on mute so that I can receive updates on my terms. Of course, I am notified of other things from people I live with and friends, but for the most part, I am in control. The news doesn't control me. And I think that that is what is important. If you are someone who does watch or listen to or read the news every single day, I'd love for you to ask yourself why. Not just because you need to stay informed, because there are plenty of other ways to stay informed. But why exactly do you feel the need to keep returning to the news app or TV or paper? Another way to worry less is to remember that things generally do work out, and you are incredibly capable regardless. That's not to say that there aren't incredibly challenging moments along the way, but in the end, we can usually look back and see why we needed to go through that thing and what we gained from going through it. It's hard in the moment, believe me, I know, but you are way more capable than you ever imagine yourself to be. The bad stuff always seems worse in our imaginations. I spoke about embracing uncertainty in my 3 mindsets to change your life video, which I of course will link up here and in the description box down below. But I'll reiterate it here too. The only guarantee in life is that it's unpredictable. And by realizing that, you are taking back control. Rather than constantly worry about the unknown, remind yourself that everything in life is unknown. And therefore, that feeling is pretty familiar. You don't need to worry about it, and you will get through it, no matter what, because you are resilient. And finally, remember your biology. We are pre-programmed with fear so that we react to danger. So don't get too down on yourself when you find yourself spiraling into worry. Instead, find ways to outsmart your fear by developing coping mechanisms for stress and uncertainty. Of course, I'm going to suggest meditation as your first point of call. Meditation and mindfulness is a fantastic way to focus your attention and calm your spiraling mind down when you start to worry about something. But even more powerful is using meditation as a preventative measure rather than a treatment for stress. By practicing meditation regularly, even when you aren't stressed, it's far easier to take an objective view of the challenge that you're faced with, and therefore respond in a more attentive rather than reactive way. Or, if you are someone who worries often and you have a friend who feels the same way, why not start a worry group where you can each spend 10 minutes, maybe once a week, offloading your thoughts to each other. A problem shared is a problem halved after all. And sometimes the simple act of speaking your worries aloud can make you feel 10 times better. Just make sure that they actually want to do this too, and that you listen to them also, otherwise you're just burdening them with your emotional baggage. If you don't want to talk to a friend about it, then why not just talk to your notebook about it? Write down and unpack your worries when they come up. You can either do this at a set time of day, or I personally just like to brain dump in the notes in my phone for like 5 minutes, and then read back what you've written and try to debunk the assumptions that you've made. The reason why these worry-busting techniques work is that by addressing your worries rather than simply ignoring them or letting them spiral, you can work through them or see them from a different angle. This means that when you have to deal with a similar situation again, you're more likely to be more chill about it because you know exactly why it triggers you. By remembering your biology, you can be more compassionate to yourself when you do find yourself worrying. Fear is there to protect you, and often it feels more comfortable to worry because then you feel like you're prepared for the worst. But ultimately, that worry keeps you in your comfort zone, which means it's holding you back from truly living your best life. So to summarize, how to become a more chilled out person and worry less about the stuff that you can't control. Firstly, monitor and adjust the type of content that you consume and how it makes you feel. Secondly, remind yourself that you are awesome, you are capable, and you don't need to worry because you can do anything. And thirdly, forgive yourself for worrying by remembering that it's innate. However, work to rewire that process by developing healthy coping habits. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I truly hope that you found it helpful. And if you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you go. And why not let me know down in the comments whether you're a chill bean or a worrywart. I appreciate you so much. And I will see you next week or over on my Instagram at the.lovinglifestyle. Remember that... sorry. If you...